Hello and welcome to the Science for Sleep channel, a gentle space where science, wonder, and calm flow together. And tonight we will slowly embark on a tranquil journey beneath the waves as we explore 100 truly mind-blowing facts about the ocean. A vast and mysterious world that covers more than 70% of our planet, and yet remains one of the least understood places on Earth, stretching from sunlit shores to the deepest, darkest trenches far below. From ancient shipwrecks, resting quietly on the ocean floor like frozen moments in time, to extraordinary creatures that glow softly in the darkness, and immense underwater mountain ranges that rise taller and longer than any mountains found on land. The ocean is filled with wonders that are both beautiful and endlessly surprising. So allow yourself to lie back, breathe slowly and deeply, and let your thoughts drift like gentle tides as we begin uncovering the secrets of Earth's largest habitat. Because whether you are here to relax, to learn, or simply to fall asleep, these calming stories and fascinating truths are meant to guide you peacefully through the night. There are more historical artifacts hidden underwater than on land, and while history often brings to mind ancient ruins, temples, and relics discovered on dry ground, the ocean actually holds far more historical treasures beneath its surface than all the land combined, as over thousands of years countless ships have sunk during exploration, trade, and war. Ports have been swallowed by rising seas, and entire cities have slowly disappeared beneath the waves, with these underwater sites preserving artifacts in remarkable condition due to low oxygen levels, stable temperatures, and minimal light that slow decay, allowing wood, metal, and stone to survive for centuries, as seen in sunken Roman cargo ships still filled with amphorae and the submerged city of Pavlopetri in Greece, one of the oldest known underwater cities ever discovered. While modern technologies such as sonar mapping, remotely operated vehicles, and underwater robots now help archaeologists uncover these hidden time capsules, revealing vast chapters of human history that have remained concealed for countless centuries beneath the waves. Some jellyfish can live forever through a phenomenon known as biological immortality, and unlike most creatures that age and eventually die, certain jellyfish species can completely reset their life cycle, with the most famous example being Turritopsis dohrnii, often called the immortal jellyfish, which when faced with injury, stress, or aging can transform its adult cells back into an earlier developmental stage, essentially restarting its life through a rare process known as transdifferentiation that allows it to revert to a juvenile polyp form before growing back into adulthood, a cycle that can repeat indefinitely unless the jellyfish is killed by predators or disease, challenging our understanding of aging and fascinating scientists who study cellular regeneration. Many fish can also change their gender as they mature, as numerous species possess the remarkable ability to switch from male to female or female to male during their lifetime through a process called sequential hermaphroditism, responding to social or environmental cues, such as clownfish that are born male but can become female if the dominant female in their group dies, while other species like certain wrasses begin life as females and later change into males, ensuring reproductive flexibility, population stability, and survival in changing environments, highlighting the extraordinary adaptability of marine life. The biggest mountain ranges in the world are actually underwater, where beneath the waves lies a dramatic landscape shaped by vast mountain chains that stretch far beyond any found on land, with the mid-ocean ridge system forming a continuous chain more than 65,000 kilometers long, much longer than the Andes or the Himalayas, created by tectonic activity as plates slowly pull apart and new oceanic crust forms, influencing ocean currents, marine habitats, and even global geology, quietly reminding us of the powerful forces shaping our planet. Some marine algae can grow over 1 meter per day, especially giant kelp, whose astonishing growth allows kelp forests to rapidly develop into dense underwater ecosystems that support thousands of marine species, with towering kelp stalks providing shelter, food, and nursery grounds for fish, invertebrates, and marine mammals, while also absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide, making them vital contributors to ocean health and climate regulation. The ocean also contains more gold than all the gold mines on land combined, with scientists estimating that about 20 million tons of dissolved gold exist in seawater, spread so thinly at just a few parts per trillion that it remains invisible to the naked eye and impossible to extract economically. Entering the oceans through rivers, underwater volcanic activity, and hydrothermal vents as it continuously cycles through marine systems, occasionally concentrating near mineral deposits and sparking interest in future mining possibilities as technology advances. Though for now this immense sea of gold remains a silent and hidden treasure. The deepest part of the ocean is deeper than Mount Everest is tall, as the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific Ocean plunges nearly 11 kilometers below sea level at a point known as the Challenger Deep, meaning that if Mount Everest were placed at the bottom, its peak would still lie more than a kilometer underwater, where extreme pressure exceeds 1,000 times that at the surface, creating a hostile environment in which only specially adapted organisms can survive. Yet even here, expeditions have discovered unique life forms thriving in the abyss, challenging what we know about life's resilience. Despite covering most of the planet, more than 80% of the ocean remains unexplored and unmapped, including deep trenches, underwater mountain ranges, and vast abyssal plains that are still mysterious and poorly understood. Though advances in remotely operated vehicles, autonomous underwater drones, and sophisticated sonar mapping are slowly revealing new species and geological features, reminding us that the ocean remains one of Earth's last great frontiers, filled with countless unknowns waiting to be discovered. The ocean remains one of the planet's last and most enigmatic frontiers, a vast and largely uncharted realm that covers more than 70% of Earth's surface, holding countless unknowns that continue to baffle scientists and explorers alike, and that have the potential to completely reshape our understanding of biology, geology, and climate in ways we are only beginning to imagine. Within this mysterious and dynamic environment, sea otters display astonishing intelligence and resourcefulness, as they are among the very few animal species in the wild that use tools to survive, most notably relying on simple rocks to open hard-shelled prey such as clams, sea urchins, and mussels. These clever mammals dive gracefully to the seafloor, sometimes to depths of several meters, selecting just the right rock to act either as a hammer or an anvil, pounding or smashing their prey to access the nutrient-rich flesh inside. This remarkable ability requires skill, patience, and learning, and is often passed down from mother to pup, demonstrating not only intelligence but also a form of cultural transmission, a rare trait in the animal kingdom, and offering a glimpse into the complex behaviors and social structures that exist beneath the waves. Beyond these fascinating mammals, the ocean is the most biologically diverse habitat on Earth, hosting millions more species than those found on land, ranging from microscopic plankton, the invisible yet essential foundation of marine food webs, to the largest creatures to have ever lived, such as the majestic blue whale. The ocean's biodiversity stretches across a multitude of ecosystems, including vibrant coral reefs teeming with life, dense kelp forests providing shelter and nourishment, hydrothermal deep-sea vents hosting extremophiles, and polar ice edges where unique species survive in near-freezing conditions. Many of these marine species remain undiscovered, particularly in the deep sea and in remote areas where sunlight never penetrates, making the ocean a vast treasure trove of life, still largely unexplored and full of surprises that sustain intricate food webs and play critical roles in maintaining the ecological balance of our planet. Among these ecosystems, coral reefs stand out as some of the most diverse and complex habitats, covering less than 1% of the ocean floor, but supporting roughly 25% of all known marine species, earning the nickname rainforests of the sea. These spectacular underwater cities are constructed by countless tiny coral polyps over thousands of years, building calcium carbonate skeletons that form elaborate structures offering food, shelter, and breeding grounds for fish, invertebrates, algae, and countless other organisms, and providing vital ecosystem services including protection of coastlines from erosion, storm surges, and the impacts of climate change. Yet these delicate ecosystems are extremely sensitive to environmental stressors such as rising water temperatures, ocean acidification, and pollution, making their preservation a critical global priority. The ocean floor is also dotted with thousands of underwater volcanoes, many aligned along tectonic plate boundaries, continuously reshaping the seafloor through eruptions that spew molten lava, forming new crust, underwater mountains, and sometimes even islands, while releasing minerals and gases into surrounding waters that influence chemistry and support specialized ecosystems. Nearby, hydrothermal vents serve as oases of life, hosting organisms that rely entirely on chemical energy from the Earth's interior rather than sunlight, revealing the extraordinary adaptability of life under extreme conditions and expanding our understanding of what constitutes a habitable environment. The ocean's thermohaline circulation, often called a global conveyor belt, plays a critical role in sustaining life and regulating the planet's climate, as slow-moving currents are driven by differences in water temperature and salinity, transporting warm, salty surface waters from the tropics to the poles, where they cool, become denser, and sink, only to travel along the ocean floor back toward the equator, distributing heat and nutrients around the globe. Any disruption to this delicate system could have catastrophic consequences for global weather patterns, ocean health, and human societies. Many deep-sea creatures have evolved the extraordinary ability to produce their own light through bioluminescence, a chemical process that allows them to navigate, hunt, communicate, and avoid predators in complete darkness, with iconic examples such as the anglerfish, which lures unsuspecting prey with a glowing appendage, and various species of squid and jellyfish that use flashing patterns to confuse attackers. Among the most awe-inspiring inhabitants of the ocean are the blue whales, the largest animals ever to exist, growing up to 30 meters in length, weighing as much as 200 tons, equivalent to 33 elephants, and feeding almost exclusively on tiny krill, consuming several tons daily during feeding seasons. Their immense size, massive hearts the size of small cars, and powerful, far-reaching vocalizations are a testament to the ocean's vastness and its capacity to sustain life on extraordinary scales. The ocean's salinity varies dramatically from region to region, influencing currents, density, and marine life distribution. For example, the Red Sea is extremely salty due to high evaporation and low rainfall, while the Baltic Sea is much less saline because of river inflow. Coral reefs, some of which are over 10,000 years old, represent ancient living structures that have survived dramatic shifts in sea levels, climate, and chemistry, forming the foundation of thriving ecosystems that support roughly a quarter of all marine species and provide critical services for humans, such as fisheries and coastal protection. The crown jewel of these living structures, the Great Barrier Reef, stretches over 2,300 kilometers off the coast of Australia, built by billions of tiny coral polyps over thousands of years, hosting thousands of species of fish, corals, and marine mammals, so enormous it is visible from space. This vast and vibrant ecosystem not only supports marine life but protects coastlines, fuels tourism, and sustains fisheries, yet faces grave threats from climate change, coral bleaching, and pollution, underscoring the urgent need for global conservation efforts. Every aspect of this immense, interconnected, and breathtakingly beautiful world, from the smallest plankton to the largest whales, from hidden hydrothermal vents to the sunlit shallows of coral reefs, from the intelligence of tool-using otters to the global conveyor belts of ocean currents, illustrates the ocean's role as a living, breathing force on our planet, a frontier still rich with mysteries and wonders, demanding both our awe and our protection, reminding us that despite centuries of exploration, much of this liquid expanse remains uncharted, waiting patiently to reveal its secrets to those who dare to look deeper. The deep sea represents the largest habitat on Earth by volume, extending far below the surface waters that dominate most of the planet and covering more than half of the Earth's surface while containing over 90% of the ocean's water, making it an immense, largely unexplored realm where darkness, near-freezing temperatures, and crushing pressures create extreme conditions unlike any found on land. This vast and mysterious environment, lying below 200 meters in depth, is home to countless unique and extraordinary creatures that have evolved astonishing adaptations to survive where sunlight cannot penetrate. From bioluminescent fish that create their own light to strange invertebrates thriving near hydrothermal vents, demonstrating nature's ingenuity and resilience. Despite its enormity, the deep sea remains one of the least explored frontiers on our planet, with thousands of species still unknown to science, and understanding this habitat is essential to uncovering the full diversity of life on Earth and the ecological processes that sustain it. Among the ocean's pressing ecological challenges are dead zones, areas with dangerously low oxygen levels, also called hypoxic zones, where most marine life cannot survive. These dead zones often result from nutrient pollution carried by rivers and agricultural runoff, which fuel massive algae blooms. When the algae die and decompose, they consume oxygen, leaving the water depleted and inhospitable. Dead zones devastate local fisheries, disrupt ecosystems, and have been increasing in both number and size worldwide, posing a severe threat to ocean health and the communities that rely on the sea for food and livelihood. In contrast, hydrothermal vents provide life-sustaining energy in an extraordinary way, supporting ecosystems that do not depend on sunlight. These underwater geysers, found along volcanic ridges on the ocean floor, spew mineral-rich superheated water that fuels chemosynthesis, a process by which bacteria convert chemicals such as hydrogen sulfide into energy. These bacteria form the foundation of complex vent ecosystems, sustaining giant tube worms, enormous clams, and specially adapted fish, illustrating that life can flourish in conditions previously thought inhospitable and challenging our traditional understanding of the environments necessary for survival. Among the ocean's most intelligent inhabitants is the sperm whale, boasting the largest brain of any animal, weighing approximately 7 kilograms and supporting remarkable cognitive abilities, including sophisticated vocal communication, long-distance navigation, deep-diving hunting techniques, and complex social structures. These whales can dive over 2,000 meters into the darkness to hunt elusive squid, using echolocation to map their surroundings, revealing extraordinary intelligence and social sophistication in marine mammals, and providing insights into the evolution of large brains in the animal kingdom. Meanwhile, the surface of the ocean demonstrates its power through waves that can travel thousands of miles without significant loss of energy, transmitting the force of storms across oceans and reshaping coastlines far from their origin. Swells generated by Pacific storms, for instance, can be felt across distant shores such as Hawaii or California, impacting navigation, surfing conditions, and even nutrient distribution in coastal ecosystems. The ocean also plays a critical role in regulating the Earth's climate, absorbing roughly 30% of human-produced carbon dioxide from activities like burning fossil fuels, which slows global warming but also drives chemical changes in seawater, known as ocean acidification, affecting organisms such as corals and shellfish that rely on calcium carbonate to build shells or skeletons. In fact, the ocean stores nearly 20 times more carbon than the atmosphere, a vast reservoir regulated in part by marine plants like phytoplankton, which absorb CO2 through photosynthesis. When these organisms die, their carbon-rich bodies sink to the seafloor, trapping carbon for centuries or longer, helping maintain a balance in global carbon levels. Seasonal blooms of phytoplankton can be so extensive they are visible from space, fueling entire marine food webs that sustain fish, whales, and countless other species. Although some blooms can become harmful, producing toxins that impact marine and human life. Coastal ecosystems such as mangrove forests further illustrate the ocean's importance in climate mitigation and biodiversity support. Growing along tropical shorelines, mangroves stabilize sediments with their intricate root systems, buffer coastlines against erosion, storm surges, and rising sea levels, act as powerful carbon sinks, and provide essential nurseries for fish and habitats for birds and other wildlife. Yet perhaps the most mysterious and least explored regions of the ocean are its deep trenches, including the Mariana Trench and Tonga Trench, which plunge thousands of meters below the surface into extreme darkness and pressure, remaining largely inaccessible. Despite these harsh conditions, scientists have discovered unique and astonishing life forms that challenge our understanding of biology, while exploration of these trenches also provides critical insights into Earth's geology and the limits of life. These deep, narrow valleys, largely hidden from view, hold secrets that may transform our knowledge of oceanic processes, the diversity of life, and the interconnected systems that sustain both the oceans and life on our planet, reminding us that even in an age of exploration, the ocean continues to be a frontier filled with wonder, mystery, and unparalleled natural marvels that deserve our curiosity, respect, and protection. The Blob is a massive and unusually warm patch of water in the Pacific Ocean that has captured the attention of scientists and ocean enthusiasts alike due to its extraordinary size and impact on marine ecosystems and climate patterns. Stretching over hundreds of miles, this anomalous warm water mass has disrupted ocean currents, altered the behavior and migration patterns of numerous marine species, and triggered unusual weather events along the west coast of North America, including prolonged droughts, heat waves, and shifts in rainfall patterns. The blob serves as a striking example of how even subtle changes in ocean temperature can ripple through the environment, affecting ecosystems, fisheries, and the balance of life both at sea and on land. In addition to its ecological significance, the ocean itself is a vast source of renewable energy, with tidal power and wave energy offering immense potential to sustainably power human civilization. Tidal power harnesses the predictable rise and fall of ocean tides, driven by the moon's gravitational pull, using submerged turbines to convert kinetic energy into electricity, while wave energy captures the continuous motion of the ocean's surface to generate power, providing clean alternatives to fossil fuels. These energy sources, though promising, require careful development to minimize ecological disruption and maximize efficiency. Meanwhile, natural ocean phenomena like sea sparkle captivate human imagination and reveal the extraordinary adaptations of marine life. Sea sparkle is caused by bioluminescent algae, microscopic organisms that emit glowing blue-green light when disturbed, illuminating shorelines in magical, shimmering displays at night. This phenomenon is not only visually enchanting but serves essential ecological functions, such as deterring predators and attracting mates, highlighting the fascinating interplay between life and light in the ocean's nearshore environments. However, the ocean also faces pressing environmental challenges, such as the pervasive presence of microplastics. These tiny plastic particles, often less than 5 millimeters in size, originate from broken down plastic waste, synthetic clothing fibers, and personal care products, and are now found throughout the ocean, from the surface waters to the deepest sediments of the seabed. Marine animals of all sizes, from microscopic plankton to massive whales, can ingest microplastics, leading to physical harm and the introduction of toxic chemicals into food chains, posing serious risks to marine ecosystems and human health alike. Despite these challenges, the ocean remains our planet's life support system, producing over half of the oxygen we breathe. This critical role is carried out primarily by phytoplankton, microscopic plant-like organisms that photosynthesize, converting carbon dioxide and sunlight into oxygen while forming the foundation of the oceanic food web. The ocean's currents act as massive conveyor belts, distributing heat and nutrients around the globe, regulating climate, and influencing weather patterns across continents. For instance, the Gulf Stream transports warm tropical waters across the Atlantic to Western Europe, moderating temperatures and creating milder climates than would otherwise exist at those latitudes. Disruptions in these currents can lead to extreme weather events, emphasizing the delicate balance maintained by the ocean. Beneath the waves, the ocean has its own dynamic weather systems, including swirling underwater tornadoes known as vortices, which form when currents collide or flow around obstacles. These vortices can stretch for miles, mixing nutrients, redistributing heat, and shaping marine habitats, demonstrating the ocean's complexity and its similarities to atmospheric weather systems. Far below the surface, the abyssal plains constitute some of the flattest, most extensive regions on Earth, stretching for thousands of square kilometers at depths between 3,000 and 6,000 meters. Formed over millions of years by the slow accumulation of fine sediments, these plains host unique and resilient communities of life adapted to darkness, extreme pressure, and near-freezing temperatures, contributing significantly to ocean ecosystems and Earth's geology. Similarly, the massive ice sheets of Antarctica and Greenland hold enough frozen water to dramatically influence global sea levels and ocean currents. As these ice sheets grow or melt, they not only affect coastal flooding but also alter the salinity and density of seawater, with cascading effects on climate, weather, and marine ecosystems worldwide. Sharks, as apex predators, have evolved remarkable adaptations to navigate this vast environment, including the ability to detect faint electrical fields generated by the muscle movements of other animals. This sense, known as electroreception, is enabled by specialized organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini, allowing sharks to locate prey even when it is hidden beneath sand or in turbid waters, showcasing the evolutionary sophistication of marine life. Between 200 and 1,000 meters deep lies the ocean's mesopelagic or twilight zone, where dim light penetrates faintly, creating an eerie underwater landscape. Many creatures in this zone possess large, sensitive eyes to capture scarce light, while others produce their own bioluminescent signals for communication, predation, and camouflage. This transitional zone supports a unique and intricate ecosystem that bridges the sunlit surface waters with the perpetual darkness of the deep sea. Coral reefs, too, have evolved synchronized reproductive strategies, such as annual coral spawning events, where entire reefs release eggs and sperm simultaneously, often in tune with lunar cycles and water temperatures. These spectacular events maximize fertilization success and produce clouds of reproductive material visible from boats or satellites, ensuring the regeneration and survival of these delicate ecosystems. Kelp forests, another vital habitat, form dense underwater forests with towering seaweeds that provide shelter, nourishment, and breeding grounds for thousands of species ranging from small invertebrates to large fish and marine mammals. These forests also reduce coastal erosion by dampening wave energy and play a significant role in carbon sequestration, highlighting the interconnected ecological and environmental benefits of marine vegetation. Finally, some species, such as squid, have evolved jet propulsion mechanisms, expelling water at high speed to evade predators, a stunning display of the ocean's diverse adaptations and survival strategies. From massive warm patches like the blob affecting global weather to microscopic phytoplankton producing life-sustaining oxygen, from bioluminescent displays to abyssal plains, from coral spawning to kelp forests, the ocean is an intricate, interconnected system of life, energy, and adaptation, endlessly fascinating, critical to the planet's balance, and a source of wonder and discovery for generations of scientists and explorers. Certain squid species have evolved an extraordinary and highly efficient escape mechanism known as jet propulsion, which enables them to survive in the vast and predator-filled open ocean. By rapidly drawing water into their mantle cavity and then forcefully expelling it through a specialized funnel called a siphon, squid can shoot backward with astonishing speed and agility, often evading predators in mere seconds. This sudden burst of movement is not only a remarkable example of evolutionary adaptation, but also a critical survival strategy, allowing squid to navigate complex underwater environments, avoid danger, and even coordinate movements with their schools. Their agility and rapid propulsion demonstrate the intricate ways in which marine animals have adapted to survive in the ocean's challenging and often perilous habitats. Meanwhile, the ocean's salinity, which defines the chemical composition and taste of seawater, is primarily derived from volcanic activity and the weathering of rocks on land, processes that have been occurring for billions of years. Volcanic eruptions release gases and minerals into both the atmosphere and the oceans, while rainfall and river systems erode rocks, carrying dissolved salts such as sodium, chloride, magnesium, and calcium into the sea. Over time, these minerals accumulate as water continuously evaporates, leaving the salts behind, creating the distinct salinity levels vital for sustaining marine life. Sodium chloride, the most prevalent salt, gives seawater its characteristic taste, while the balance of salts maintains the density and buoyancy crucial for countless marine organisms. Many marine animals also rely on the Earth's magnetic field for navigation, showcasing nature's ingenuity in adaptation. Sea turtles, salmon, whales, and certain species of fish possess the remarkable ability to detect subtle magnetic cues, enabling them to traverse thousands of kilometers across open oceans, locate breeding grounds, feeding areas, and even return to the exact location where they were born. This sense, known as magnetoreception, remains a subject of intense scientific study, yet its significance in guiding migration and survival is indisputable. Similarly, some sea stars possess astonishing regenerative abilities, capable of regenerating entire bodies from a single lost arm, provided part of the central disk remains intact. This incredible capability involves complex cellular processes that rebuild muscles, nerves, and skeletal structures, ensuring that sea stars can survive predation and maintain healthy populations, making them a fascinating model for biological research into healing and regeneration. However, the ocean faces mounting environmental pressures, including pervasive plastic pollution. Microplastics, tiny plastic particles often less than 5 millimeters in size, enter the marine food chain when ingested by plankton and other small organisms that serve as the base of the food web. From there, these plastics accumulate in larger animals such as fish, shellfish, and apex predators, potentially impacting their health, survival, and the safety of seafood for human consumption. Similarly, ocean acidification caused by rising atmospheric carbon dioxide poses a serious threat to shell-building creatures like clams, crabs, oysters, and corals, as the increasingly acidic waters hinder their ability to form and maintain calcium carbonate shells and skeletons, weakening these species and threatening the ecosystems that rely on them. Despite the vastness of the ocean, the surface layer, known as the surface mixed layer, is astonishingly thin, only a few meters deep, but plays a pivotal role in supporting life on Earth. This layer absorbs sunlight, enabling photosynthesis in phytoplankton, the microscopic plants that generate oxygen and form the foundation of the marine food web. It also regulates gas exchange between the atmosphere and the ocean, including oxygen and carbon dioxide, influencing weather, climate, and the health of ecosystems worldwide. Marine mammals such as whales, dolphins, and seals employ sophisticated vocalizations, including songs, clicks, whistles, and calls, to communicate across vast distances, convey information about identity, location, mating readiness, and social hierarchy, and coordinate group behaviors. Some whale songs can travel hundreds of miles underwater, demonstrating the remarkable reach and complexity of these communication systems, which are increasingly studied to understand social behavior and the effects of human noise pollution on marine life. Beneath the ocean surface, mysterious features such as underwater lakes and rivers reveal the ocean's chemical diversity. These brine pools and submerged rivers, often denser and saltier than surrounding seawater, remain separated due to their density, creating unique habitats for specialized organisms adapted to extreme conditions. These unusual environments highlight the remarkable diversity and adaptability of life in the ocean and expand our understanding of how ecosystems can thrive under seemingly inhospitable conditions. Despite continuous mineral input from rivers and volcanic activity, the ocean's overall salt content has remained remarkably stable over millions of years, a testament to the long-term balance of chemical processes that sustain marine ecosystems. From squid using jet propulsion to sea stars regenerating whole bodies, from magnetically guided migrations to the delicate chemistry of shell-building creatures, and from the thin, life-sustaining surface layer to the deep, mysterious brine pools. The ocean is an intricate, interconnected system of life, adaptation, and chemical balance, endlessly fascinating, vital to Earth's health, and an enduring source of wonder, discovery, and inspiration for scientists and explorers alike. The delicate balance of ocean salinity results from complex natural processes that continually remove salts, ensuring the chemical stability of seawater over millions of years. These processes include the formation of mineral deposits, where salts precipitate out of seawater and settle on the ocean floor, and the activities of countless marine organisms that incorporate salts into their shells, skeletons, and body structures. For example, corals, mollusks, and certain planktonic organisms extract calcium, magnesium, and other elements from the water to construct protective and structural components, effectively removing salts from circulation. This long-term stability in salinity is crucial for maintaining marine life that has adapted to specific salt concentrations over evolutionary time, influencing everything from buoyancy and metabolism to reproductive cycles. It also plays a key role in regulating global ocean currents, which are driven in part by variations in salinity and temperature, and consequently impacts global climate patterns, ensuring the ocean remains a vital component of Earth's life support system. In addition to chemical adaptations, the ocean hosts an astonishing diversity of sensory adaptations among its inhabitants. Certain fish species have developed the remarkable ability to perceive ultraviolet, UV light, a wavelength invisible to the human eye. This adaptation provides these fish with an ecological advantage, allowing them to detect prey, predators, and potential mates in ways humans cannot imagine. UV vision enhances contrast and visibility in sunlit waters, especially in shallow regions, enabling fish to navigate complex environments and communicate through UV-reflective markings that are imperceptible to other species. This extraordinary sensory ability illustrates the incredible diversity of life strategies evolved in the ocean to survive and thrive in an ever-changing environment. Whales, the ocean's majestic giants, have developed another extraordinary adaptation: sound communication that can travel incredible distances across the marine environment. The haunting songs and complex calls of whales can propagate for thousands of kilometers underwater, cutting through the darkness and pressure of the deep sea where light fails to penetrate. These vocalizations serve multiple purposes, including mating calls, social bonding, and even navigation, allowing whales to maintain contact with family groups or coordinate movements across vast ocean basins. The efficiency of sound transmission in water, far superior to air, ensures that these enormous mammals remain connected despite the ocean's immense scale and limited visibility. Scientists studying these vocalizations gain valuable insights into whale behavior, social structures, and migration patterns, information critical for protecting these extraordinary creatures from the threats posed by human activity. Ocean currents, often described as massive conveyor belts, do more than regulate temperature and nutrient flow. They also dictate the movement of pollutants and debris across the planet. Plastics, chemicals, and other human-generated waste can travel thousands of kilometers along surface currents, sometimes accumulating in remote areas such as the Central Pacific, forming enormous garbage patches. These currents spread pollution across international boundaries, making ocean contamination a global concern that transcends political borders. Understanding these currents allows scientists to predict the dispersal of contaminants, assess environmental risk, and develop strategies for mitigating pollution, underscoring the interconnected nature of marine ecosystems and human activities. Among the ocean's apex predators, such as great white sharks, life operates on a slow and delicate balance. These top predators mature late, sometimes taking more than a decade to reach reproductive age, and produce relatively few offspring. Their slow life cycles make them highly vulnerable to overfishing and environmental disruptions, as depleted populations can take decades to recover. Protecting these predators is critical, as they maintain the balance of marine food webs by controlling the populations of smaller predators and herbivores, preventing cascading ecological effects that could destabilize entire ecosystems. Even seemingly simple creatures, such as sea cucumbers, play vital roles in maintaining ocean health. These unassuming, soft-bodied animals crawl along the seabed, feeding on detritus, decaying plant and animal matter, and microscopic organic particles embedded in the sediment. Through this feeding process, they break down material and excrete nutrient-rich waste, replenishing the ocean floor with essential nutrients. This activity supports the growth of bacteria, algae, and other tiny organisms, which in turn sustain larger marine animals. By oxygenating sediments and preventing the accumulation of harmful substances, sea cucumbers act as ecosystem engineers, maintaining the delicate balance of life on the seafloor. Without their continuous activity, the productivity and health of benthic environments could be severely compromised. The ocean's deadliest creatures have evolved a different form of defense: powerful venoms and toxins. Many predators and even prey species rely on these chemical weapons rather than speed or size to survive. The box jellyfish, for instance, possesses venom capable of causing heart failure in humans within minutes, while the stonefish delivers potent venom through camouflaged spines on the ocean floor. Even comb jellies and cone snails, which appear harmless, use venomous harpoons to incapacitate prey instantly. These toxic adaptations have evolved over millions of years, targeting nervous systems with remarkable precision. While dangerous to humans, these venoms are the focus of medical research, inspiring potential life-saving treatments, including painkillers, heart medications, and cancer therapies, demonstrating how the ocean's deadliest creatures can simultaneously pose a threat and offer hope. Some marine plants demonstrate extraordinary resilience, surviving in environments with extreme salinity that would be inhospitable to most forms of life. In salt marshes and coastal lagoons, where evaporation concentrates salts to high levels, specialized plants and algae have evolved mechanisms to cope with these harsh conditions. Mangrove trees, for example, filter salt through their complex root systems, storing it safely or excreting it to prevent damage. These salt-tolerant plants stabilize coastlines, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for fish, birds, and other wildlife. Furthermore, they serve as significant carbon sinks, sequestering large amounts of carbon and contributing to climate change mitigation. Their resilience highlights life's remarkable ability to adapt and flourish even in challenging conditions. The ocean's surface temperature has risen dramatically over the past century due to human-driven climate change. Fossil fuel combustion and deforestation have increased greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere, warming not only the air but also the oceans. Rising surface temperatures threaten coral reefs, which bleach and die when their thermal tolerance is exceeded, and drive many marine species to migrate toward cooler waters, altering established food webs and fishing zones. Warmer oceans also fuel more intense storms and hurricanes, affecting weather patterns worldwide. Monitoring ocean temperatures is essential, as even small changes can ripple through marine and terrestrial ecosystems, influencing sea levels, biodiversity, and planetary health. Among the ocean's most notorious predators, the oceanic white-tipped shark exemplifies both danger and ecological importance. Found across tropical and subtropical waters, these large sharks are identifiable by their distinctive white-tipped fins and exhibit curious, sometimes bold behavior around humans. Incidents involving shipwreck survivors and divers demonstrate their persistence and investigative nature, occasionally escalating to aggression. Despite their reputation, oceanic white-tips play a vital ecological role as apex predators, regulating populations of other marine species and maintaining healthy food chains. Unfortunately, overfishing and habitat loss have rendered them vulnerable, emphasizing the urgent need for conservation to preserve these critical predators. Finally, invisible to the naked eye, microscopic viruses dominate the ocean's biological landscape. These viruses outnumber all other living entities, infecting bacteria and other microorganisms to regulate population dynamics and recycle nutrients. When viruses lyse or break open microbial cells, they release organic material back into the water, fueling the microbial food web and sustaining life at the base of the oceanic ecosystem. With estimates reaching approximately 10 superscript 3 superscript 1 viruses, these tiny entities profoundly influence carbon cycling, nutrient flow, and the overall health of marine environments. Despite their invisibility, viruses are a fundamental force shaping the productivity, balance, and resilience of ocean life on a global scale. Some corals form intricate and fascinating symbiotic relationships with microscopic algae that provide them with essential energy, allowing these seemingly fragile organisms to construct some of the most complex ecosystems on Earth. Coral reefs themselves are built by tiny, colonial animals called coral polyps. While these polyps are the architects of the reef, their survival and growth heavily depend on a close partnership with microscopic algae known as zooxanthellae. These algae reside within the coral's tissues and perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight into chemical energy in the form of sugars and other nutrients. The coral polyps then absorb these nutrients, which fuel their growth and enable them to build the calcium carbonate skeletons that form the intricate structures of coral reefs. In exchange, the algae gain a safe, protected environment inside the coral's body and access to the coral's metabolic waste products, such as carbon dioxide and nitrogen compounds, which they use as essential nutrients. This mutualistic relationship allows corals to flourish even in nutrient-poor waters, where other sources of food are scarce. However, environmental stressors such as rising sea temperatures, pollution, or ocean acidification can disrupt this delicate balance. When stressed, corals may expel their symbiotic algae in a phenomenon known as coral bleaching, leaving them vulnerable to disease and mortality, a growing threat that endangers reef ecosystems worldwide. The ocean's sea ice, though covering only about 7% of the planet's surface, plays a monumental role in regulating Earth's climate. Found predominantly in the polar regions, sea ice reflects sunlight back into space, reducing heat absorption by the dark ocean water and helping to maintain cooler global temperatures. This reflective property, known as the albedo effect, acts as a natural thermostat for our planet. Sea ice also provides critical habitat for a range of polar species, including seals, penguins, polar bears, and various microorganisms adapted to extreme cold. As global temperatures rise due to human-induced climate change, sea ice is melting at unprecedented rates, resulting in reduced sunlight reflection and increased heat absorption by the ocean. This accelerates warming in a dangerous feedback loop, affecting not only polar ecosystems but also global weather patterns and ocean circulation. Scientists monitor sea ice closely, using satellite imagery and field observations, because changes in ice extent serve as one of the most sensitive indicators of climate change and provide vital information about the overall health of the Earth system. Mangrove trees are another remarkable example of adaptation in the ocean's coastal ecosystems. These trees thrive where freshwater meets seawater, in environments that would be too saline for most plants. Mangroves have evolved specialized mechanisms to filter out salt, allowing them to survive and flourish in challenging conditions. Their intricate root systems act as natural desalination filters, preventing most of the salt from reaching the tree's internal systems. Any salt that does enter is stored in older leaves, which eventually die and fall off, removing excess salt from the plant. This ability allows mangroves to grow in oxygen-poor, waterlogged soils where few other trees can survive. Beyond survival, mangroves provide essential ecological services. They protect coastlines from erosion, buffer storm surges, create nursery habitats for fish and invertebrates, and store significant amounts of carbon, making them invaluable both to marine biodiversity and climate mitigation efforts. Some fish species have evolved the incredible ability to rapidly change color and patterns for camouflage, social signaling, or communication. This dynamic adaptation is facilitated by specialized skin cells called chromatophores, which contain pigments that can expand or contract in response to environmental cues or internal signals. Fish such as cuttlefish, flounders, and certain wrasses can alter their appearance in mere seconds, blending seamlessly with coral reefs, seagrass beds, or sandy seafloors to evade predators or ambush prey. Color changes also serve as social signals during mating displays, territorial disputes, or warning gestures to rivals, making it an essential part of communication in a complex underwater environment. These adaptations highlight the ingenuity of marine life and the sophisticated ways animals interact with their habitats. The ocean is also home to a remarkable phenomenon known as marine snow, a continuous shower of organic material drifting from the sunlit surface to the deep, dark ocean. This snow consists of dead plankton, fecal pellets, fragments of algae, and other detritus, creating a vital link between surface ecosystems and the abyssal depths. Marine snow provides essential nourishment for deep-sea organisms that cannot rely on sunlight, sustaining a rich and diverse community of animals in environments otherwise devoid of energy. Furthermore, this process plays a critical role in the global carbon cycle, transporting carbon from the atmosphere to the deep ocean, where it can remain sequestered for centuries or even millennia, helping regulate Earth's climate. Seagrass meadows are among the most carbon-rich ecosystems on the planet, often referred to as blue carbon habitats. These underwater grasslands, found in shallow coastal waters worldwide, capture and store substantial amounts of carbon in their roots and surrounding sediments. Seagrasses grow rapidly and trap sediments, improving water clarity and preventing coastal erosion. Beyond their role in carbon sequestration, seagrass meadows serve as vital habitats for fish, sea turtles, invertebrates, and a host of other marine species. By storing carbon and supporting biodiversity, these ecosystems play a crucial role in mitigating climate change and maintaining healthy coastal environments. Protecting and restoring seagrass meadows has become a recognized nature-based solution to reduce global carbon emissions while preserving essential marine habitats. Some crabs have evolved ingenious defensive strategies, such as using sea anemones as living weapons on their claws. This fascinating symbiotic relationship benefits both species. The crab gains protection from the anemone's stinging tentacles, deterring predators and rivals, while the anemone gains mobility and access to food scraps stirred up by the crab. By waving these stinging partners, the crab can effectively fend off threats without producing its own toxins, showcasing one of the ocean's many examples of clever evolutionary cooperation. The ocean is also home to ancient and massive creatures like giant barrel sponges, which can live for thousands of years, with some individuals estimated to exceed 2,000 years in age. These sponges filter enormous volumes of water daily, removing bacteria, detritus, and organic particles, playing an essential role in maintaining reef health and water quality. Their slow growth and long lifespans also turn them into living records of environmental changes, preserving layers that reflect chemical and temperature shifts over centuries. Despite their longevity, These sponges are vulnerable to pollution, climate change, and physical damage, highlighting the importance of conservation for reef biodiversity. The ocean's tides influence reproductive cycles in many marine organisms. Fish, crabs, and corals often synchronize spawning events with tidal rhythms, high tides, or lunar cycles to maximize reproductive success. Tidal timing ensures that larvae are dispersed into optimal habitats, away from predators and into nutrient-rich waters, increasing survival rates. This fascinating link between lunar gravitational forces and biological cycles illustrates how intimately ocean rhythms govern life in marine environments. Some fish have evolved the extraordinary ability to generate and detect electric fields, using them to navigate, hunt, and communicate in dark or turbid waters. Electric eels can emit strong shocks to stun prey or defend themselves, while elephant fish, knifefish, and other species produce weak electrical signals to detect objects, locate food, or interact socially. This biological form of electroreception acts as a natural radar system, enabling these animals to sense their environment even in complete darkness. The ocean also contains naturally occurring oil seeps, where hydrocarbons slowly leak from beneath the seafloor, creating unusual ecosystems. Specialized bacteria metabolize the oil, supporting a variety of organisms, including tube worms, clams, and other unique creatures. These ecosystems, entirely independent of sunlight, demonstrate the ocean's ability to support life in extreme and unconventional conditions, emphasizing the vast resilience and adaptability of marine life. Finally, the ocean's surface layer is home to an incredible array of floating microscopic organisms called plankton. These tiny drifters form the foundation of the marine food web, supporting everything from small fish to the largest whales, while playing a vital role in nutrient cycling and oxygen production. Their abundance and diversity are essential to ocean health and to the well-being of life across the planet. The ocean's surface layer, often referred to as the Newston, represents a fascinating and highly dynamic ecosystem existing right at the delicate boundary between water and air. This thin, yet incredibly important layer hosts a vast diversity of organisms, including tiny algae, bacteria, the larval stages of jellyfish, and even floating sea snails. These surface-dwelling organisms play crucial roles in the marine food web, serving as primary food sources for larger animals such as fish, seabirds, and marine mammals. Beyond feeding higher predators, they contribute significantly to nutrient cycling, recycling organic matter, and supporting the overall productivity of ocean ecosystems. Because the Newston exists in such a thin, highly interactive layer, it is extremely sensitive to environmental changes, including pollution, temperature shifts, and chemical alterations. Studying the Newston provides scientists with valuable insights into how surface ecosystems influence global ocean health, offering early warning signs for environmental stressors that may ripple through the marine environment. Some marine worms, particularly species like the Christmas tree worm, act as miniature ecosystem engineers by constructing intricate calcium carbonate tubes embedded within coral reefs. These worms not only create safe shelters for themselves, but also provide microhabitats for other small creatures, including crustaceans, juvenile fish, and other invertebrates. By building these structures, marine worms enhance reef complexity and biodiversity, stabilize the reef framework, and contribute to the overall resilience of coral ecosystems. Their presence highlights how even the smallest organisms can have an outsized impact on habitat formation and ecological balance. The ocean's waves, familiar and mesmerizing, are generated primarily by the wind, transferring energy from the atmosphere to the sea. Wind-driven waves shape coastal landscapes, influence marine navigation, and create dynamic habitats for a wide array of species. However, waves can also originate from more dramatic and sometimes catastrophic events. Underwater earthquakes or massive landslides can trigger tsunamis, enormous waves capable of traveling at jet-like speeds across entire ocean basins. These destructive waves demonstrate the ocean's immense power and remind us of the delicate balance between life and the sometimes violent forces of nature. Everyday wind-generated waves, though smaller in scale, are essential for mixing ocean layers, distributing nutrients, and maintaining the surface environment upon which many species depend. Certain jellyfish species can form massive swarms, stretching for miles across the open ocean. These blooms can have profound impacts on local ecosystems by competing with fish for plankton, clogging fishing equipment, and even disrupting human infrastructure such as power plant cooling systems. Jellyfish blooms often result from a combination of environmental factors, including rising water temperatures, overfishing of their natural predators, and nutrient-rich pollution. While large swarms may disrupt local ecosystems, they are also a natural part of oceanic dynamics, reflecting the complex and delicate balance that sustains marine life. The whale shark, the largest fish in the ocean and indeed the largest fish on Earth, grows up to 12 meters, or around 40 feet, in length. Despite their enormous size, these gentle giants are filter feeders, swimming slowly with their massive mouths open to sieve plankton, fish eggs, and small fish through specialized gill rakers. Whale sharks are widely distributed in tropical and warm oceans worldwide and pose no threat to humans. Their immense size combined with a peaceful nature makes them one of the most awe-inspiring creatures in the ocean, embodying the majesty and diversity of marine life. Marine birds, such as albatrosses and petrels, have evolved to take advantage of ocean currents and wind patterns to travel thousands of kilometers with minimal energy expenditure. Through a technique known as dynamic soaring, these birds exploit wind gradients above ocean waves to glide effortlessly across vast distances. By harnessing these natural forces, seabirds link remote parts of the marine ecosystem, transporting nutrients, aiding in seed dispersal, and maintaining the connectivity of distant habitats. This energy-efficient travel strategy allows them to forage, migrate, and survive in environments that would otherwise be challenging for terrestrial animals. The ocean plays a central role in the Earth's water cycle, driving global rainfall patterns. Vast quantities of water evaporate from the ocean surface, rising into the atmosphere to form clouds and precipitate as rain or snow across both land and sea. This evaporation powers weather systems, feeds monsoons, hurricanes, and storm systems, and redistributes freshwater across the planet. Warm ocean waters, in particular, provide the moisture necessary for intense storms, while ocean currents help transport this water globally. Fluctuations in ocean temperature, therefore, have direct consequences on rainfall distribution, drought occurrences, and flood events, influencing ecosystems and human societies worldwide. Some remarkable sea slugs have evolved the ability to incorporate chloroplasts from algae into their own cells through a process known as kleptoplasty. These slugs steal the photosynthetic machinery from algae and integrate it into their tissues, enabling them to perform photosynthesis and generate energy from sunlight much like plants. In some species, the stolen chloroplasts can remain functional for weeks or even months, effectively turning the slug into a solar-powered animal. This extraordinary adaptation demonstrates the astonishing creativity of evolution in the ocean, blurring the line between plant and animal capabilities. Coral skeletons act as natural historical records, much like the rings of a tree, storing detailed information about past ocean conditions. Each layer of calcium carbonate formed by coral polyps records data on water temperature, chemistry, nutrient availability, and even major environmental events. Scientists analyze coral cores to reconstruct historical climate patterns, track El Niño and La Niña cycles, monitor ocean acidification, and detect long-term warming trends. These coral archives provide invaluable insight into the history of our planet's climate, making corals essential not only for biodiversity but also for understanding and predicting future climate change impacts. Some fish species use sound as an extraordinary form of communication or defense. By rapidly contracting specialized muscles near their swim bladders, these fish produce powerful sonic blasts that can serve multiple functions, from attracting mates to warning rivals or deterring predators. For instance, the oyster toadfish emits a distinctive boat whistle sound that resonates across the water to establish territory and attract females. These sounds can travel long distances, overcoming the challenges of murky or dark underwater environments, highlighting the diverse and adaptive strategies marine animals employ to survive and communicate. Ocean eddies, swirling masses of water spanning tens to hundreds of kilometers, are hotspots of marine productivity. By trapping nutrients from the deep ocean and concentrating them near the surface, eddies support the growth of phytoplankton, which forms the base of the marine food chain. Fish, seabirds, and marine mammals often congregate around these nutrient-rich zones to feed, making eddies essential for sustaining localized ecosystems. By redistributing nutrients and influencing biological productivity, ocean eddies play a critical role in maintaining the balance and health of marine life. Certain crustaceans exhibit complex reproductive behaviors, including elaborate courtship rituals, displays of bright colors, and nest or burrow construction to attract mates. Many species also engage in parental care, guarding eggs and young larvae until they are capable of surviving independently. This level of care increases offspring survival in challenging environments and demonstrates that marine invertebrates often display intricate life strategies that go far beyond simple reproduction. Hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor release superheated, mineral-rich water into the surrounding seawater, creating unique ecosystems that thrive entirely without sunlight. Chemosynthetic bacteria convert chemicals such as hydrogen sulfide into energy, forming the base of the food web for diverse organisms, including tube worms, clams, and specialized crustaceans. These vent ecosystems showcase the adaptability of life in extreme conditions, highlighting how organisms can utilize unconventional energy sources to sustain entire communities. Hydrothermal vent ecosystems are among the most extraordinary and alien-like habitats on Earth. These vents, found along mid-ocean ridges and tectonic boundaries, release superheated, mineral-rich water that can reach temperatures of over 400 degrees Celsius. Despite complete darkness and extreme pressure, life thrives here, entirely independent of sunlight. Chemosynthetic bacteria form the foundation of these unique food webs, converting chemicals like hydrogen sulfide into energy through chemosynthesis. These bacteria sustain a wide variety of specialized creatures, including giant tube worms, clams, and shrimp, which have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive in such harsh conditions. Hydrothermal vent communities challenge our traditional understanding of life by demonstrating that ecosystems can flourish in extreme environments using chemical energy instead of sunlight, revealing the resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. The density of ocean water varies significantly depending on its salt content. Salt water is heavier than freshwater due to the dissolved salts it contains, meaning it weighs more per unit volume. This difference creates distinct layers in the ocean, where heavier, saltier water sinks below lighter, fresher water. This phenomenon, known as stratification, plays a critical role in regulating ocean circulation, nutrient mixing, and the distribution of marine life. In estuarine areas, where river freshwater meets the salty ocean, layering can create unique habitats that support diverse ecosystems. Stratified waters influence where plankton thrive, where fish hunt, and how nutrients are cycled throughout the water column. Understanding these layers is essential for scientists studying marine ecosystems and predicting how environmental changes, such as climate-driven temperature shifts or increased freshwater input, impact oceanic life. Some deep-sea fish have evolved extraordinary anatomical adaptations to survive in near-total darkness. Species such as the barrel-eye fish possess transparent heads, allowing them to see upward while protecting their sensitive eyes. These transparent domes house tubular eyes capable of rotating independently, providing an expanded field of vision to spot prey silhouetted against faint light filtering from above. In the deep ocean, where sunlight is minimal or non-existent, this adaptation allows these fish to hunt efficiently in an environment where traditional eyesight would be nearly useless. Such specialized features are prime examples of how life in the ocean adapts to extreme conditions, maximizing survival opportunities in dark and challenging habitats. The ocean's plankton population is highly sensitive to even subtle changes in temperature. Plankton, tiny drifting organisms near the surface, form the foundation of the marine food web. Their growth, reproduction, and distribution are closely linked to water temperature, light availability, and nutrient levels. Even slight warming can disrupt their life cycles, with cascading effects on fish, seabirds, and marine mammals that depend on plankton directly or indirectly for sustenance. Seasonal plankton blooms, which are critical for supporting entire oceanic food chains, rely on precise environmental conditions. Rising ocean temperatures caused by climate change threaten to alter the timing and abundance of these blooms, potentially leading to shifts in marine biodiversity, fisheries productivity, and ecosystem stability worldwide. Bioluminescence is another captivating adaptation that many marine organisms use to survive in the dark ocean. The ability to produce light through chemical reactions allows creatures to communicate, attract mates, lure prey, and evade predators. For instance, some species of squid produce rapid flashes of light to confuse attackers, while certain deep-sea jellyfish emit a steady glow to blend with the faint ambient light above, creating camouflage against predators. This glowing display highlights the remarkable ways marine life has evolved to navigate and communicate in environments with little or no sunlight. Beyond its beauty, bioluminescence is an essential survival mechanism for countless ocean species living in darkness. The ocean's surface microlayer is an invisible, delicate habitat just a few millimeters thick that forms the interface between water and air. Despite its tiny size, it supports a unique community of microorganisms adapted to extreme chemical and physical conditions. These microbes play vital roles in nutrient cycling, gas exchange, and even cloud formation, linking oceanic and atmospheric systems. Because the microlayer is highly exposed, it is extremely sensitive to pollution, oil spills, and climate change, making it a critical but often overlooked component of marine ecosystems. Studying this layer provides insights into global environmental health and the delicate interactions between the ocean and the atmosphere. Marine algae, particularly certain species of seaweed and microalgae, offer promising potential as sustainable biofuel sources. These algae grow rapidly, efficiently converting sunlight and carbon dioxide into biomass that can be processed into bioethanol, biodiesel, or biogas. Unlike terrestrial crops, marine algae do not require fresh water or arable land, making them a renewable energy option that does not compete with food production. Research continues to optimize algae biofuel production and reduce costs, potentially transforming these ocean plants into a crucial component of future sustainable energy solutions while mitigating climate change. The expansion of oceanic dead zones poses a growing threat to marine ecosystems worldwide. Dead zones are regions where oxygen levels drop so low that most marine life cannot survive. They result from nutrient pollution, often originating from agricultural runoff and sewage, which causes massive algae blooms. As the algae die and decompose, oxygen is consumed, creating hypoxic conditions. Climate change exacerbates the issue by warming water, further reducing oxygen solubility. Dead zones disrupt fisheries, decrease biodiversity, and threaten food security for human communities dependent on healthy oceans. Addressing the causes of dead zones is critical for the preservation of marine life and sustainable ocean management. Some fish, known as anadromous species, have the remarkable ability to live in both saltwater and freshwater at different stages of their life cycles. Salmon are the most well-known example. They hatch in freshwater rivers, migrate to the ocean to mature, and later return to their natal rivers to spawn. These fish possess specialized physiological adaptations that allow them to regulate their internal salt balance across vastly different environments. This dual habitat strategy enables them to exploit diverse resources, though it exposes them to threats in both freshwater and marine ecosystems, including pollution, habitat degradation, and overfishing. Beneath the ocean's surface lie vast underwater canyons, some deeper and longer than the Grand Canyon, carved over millions of years by rivers, sediment flows, and tectonic activity. These submarine valleys, such as California's Monterey Canyon, create unique habitats, funnel nutrients and sediments to the deep sea, and influence ocean currents. Their steep walls and intricate topography provide shelter and hunting grounds for numerous species, from deep-sea fish to invertebrates. Despite their ecological importance, many underwater canyons remain unexplored due to their depth and challenging access, holding countless secrets about marine biodiversity and geological processes. Sea turtles exhibit extraordinary navigational abilities, traveling thousands of miles across open oceans to return to their natal beaches to lay eggs. Researchers have discovered that sea turtles use the Earth's magnetic field as a natural GPS system, detecting subtle variations in intensity and inclination angle. This remarkable ability allows them to orient themselves, travel vast distances across featureless ocean expanses, and reliably locate specific nesting sites year after year. Such precision in navigation is crucial for the survival of sea turtle populations and highlights the incredible adaptations that have evolved over millions of years to ensure reproductive success. The ocean's nutrient cycles are vital to the health of our planet and are largely driven by a fascinating process known as upwelling. Upwelling occurs when deep, cold, nutrient-rich waters rise from the ocean depths to the surface. This upward movement delivers essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and trace minerals, which are critical for the growth of phytoplankton, the microscopic plant-like organisms that form the very base of the marine food web. Phytoplankton are not only primary producers, capturing sunlight and converting it into energy through photosynthesis, but they also serve as the foundation for countless species, from tiny zooplankton to massive whales. Regions of strong upwelling, such as the coastal waters off California, Peru, and West Africa, are among the most productive fisheries on Earth, supporting vast populations of anchovies, sardines, tuna, and other commercially important fish. By promoting surface photosynthesis, upwelling also plays a key role in global carbon cycling, helping remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in oceanic biomass, which in turn mitigates climate change. These nutrient-rich waters are, in essence, the lifeblood of the ocean, sustaining diverse ecosystems that range from the smallest microbes to the largest marine mammals. Yet, the ocean is facing new challenges that threaten these delicate systems. Ocean acidification, caused by the absorption of excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, is not only changing the chemistry of seawater, but also altering the behavior of marine life in surprising ways. Studies have shown that some fish experience disrupted sensory functions in more acidic waters. Their ability to detect predators, locate prey, or navigate familiar habitats diminishes, leading to increased vulnerability and altered predator-prey dynamics. These subtle but profound changes ripple through marine ecosystems, potentially destabilizing food webs and threatening fisheries that support human communities. The interplay between ocean chemistry and animal behavior highlights just how interconnected life beneath the waves truly is. Among the most extraordinary ocean dwellers are species capable of astonishing lifespans. The Greenland shark, for example, is one of the longest living vertebrates on Earth, with scientists estimating lifespans exceeding 200 years. These slow-growing sharks inhabit the cold, deep waters of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans. Their incredible longevity is linked to a combination of slow metabolism, frigid temperatures, and a diet of deep-sea fish and invertebrates. Studying these long-lived creatures offers scientists rare insights into the biology of aging, resilience, and adaptation in extreme environments. It also serves as a reminder that the ocean's timeline stretches far beyond human experience, with creatures silently witnessing centuries of environmental change. The ocean also plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate, not only by storing heat and circulating currents, but also by reflecting solar energy back into space. This reflection, known as albedo, occurs at the ocean's surface, where approximately 6% of incoming sunlight is bounced back depending on factors such as wave height, surface turbulence, and the angle of the sun. Even small shifts in this reflectivity, caused by melting sea ice, cloud cover, or pollution, can alter the global energy balance, influencing temperatures and weather patterns worldwide. The ocean's reflective capacity acts as a natural thermostat, quietly maintaining equilibrium across the planet. Despite the beauty and complexity of the ocean, human activity has introduced significant pressures, including plastic pollution. Fortunately, nature may already hold some solutions. Certain marine bacteria have demonstrated the remarkable ability to break down plastic materials. These bacteria produce specialized enzymes that degrade plastics such as PET into smaller, less harmful components. While this natural biodegradation is slow and cannot yet fully solve the problem, understanding and harnessing these organisms could pave the way for innovative biotechnologies to reduce pollution and restore marine environments. In this way, even amidst human-caused threats, the ocean continues to reveal surprising resilience and potential solutions. As we draw this journey beneath the waves to a close, allow the vastness and quiet power of the ocean to settle gently in your mind. Picture the endless layers of water stretching from the sunlit surface down into the shadowy depths, teeming with life in forms both familiar and fantastical. remember that this immense, life-filled world continues its slow, mysterious rhythms beneath the waves, full of secrets humanity has yet to uncover. Let the whisper of the currents, the ebb and flow of the tides, and the soft, shimmering glimmers of life beneath the surface lull you into a state of calm and peace. Thank you for joining this serene exploration of the ocean's wonders. If you found this journey captivating, consider liking and subscribing to the Science for Sleep channel, where curiosity meets calm every night. Sleep well, remain curious, and allow the ocean's gentle embrace to carry you peacefully into the night, filling your dreams with the quiet majesty of the underwater world. Good night.